talk about the bout of nerves when you served for the match twice in that second set?
Yeah, I think I got a little uptight, which probably wasn't the best thing at that moment, and I started to try to. I wasn't playing very smart tennis then, and so I just had to relax and not do that again. But I did it again, and that was it.
Coming into the match here today, at the beginning of the tournament, any pressure on you to defend your title?
Well, there's always pressure to defend your title, and I felt like, I mean, I didn't feel a lot of pressure. I know I wanted to win, but I think, you know, losing a match before I got to the Open actually took a little bit of the pressure that was on me, off of me, that was on me, so it made it a little better.
Serena, I mean, it's obvious that winning Grand Slams they're all special. It's a special experience. But to win it, having to sort of face that adversity that you did in the second set, overcome whatever hiccups were there, and then to come back and win dominantly like that in the third. And, I mean, does that make it even more? You relish it all the more having to have done it that way?
Yeah, I think at that point, just getting the win under your belt is awesome. I obviously would have preferred to close it out in straight sets, but going against a great opponent like Victoria, you have to be able to realize that that can happen, and you know you have to keep fighting for everything.
Willie. Serena, what are your thoughts on the milestones that are ahead of you in terms of majors, including Steffi Graf's 22, given that you're only almost 32 years old?
Yeah, I don't think about it. I always said recently, like, at the age for me is, I feel great. I've never felt better. I feel really fit. I can play a tournament like this, singles, doubles, with tough schedules, and for the most part, I felt really good. So, I haven't felt like this in a number of years, and so I'm excited about the possibilities. I don't know what can happen. I just keep playing and do the best that I can.
How does the way you're playing right now compare with any other time in your career?
Well, I think I played pretty solid in the tournament. You know, today wasn't probably my best tennis of the tournament, but it was a lot of things going against a good player, and but it was good just to get through that.
Over here.
Serena, you've been so dominant this year. Did you feel like you kind of needed a second Grand Slam title to remember?
Absolutely, absolutely. I felt almost disappointed with my year, to be honest. I felt like, yeah, I won the French Open, but I wasn't happy with my performances in the other two slams, and you know, not even making it to the quarterfinals of one. So I definitely feel a lot better with at least a second Grand Slam under my belt this year.
So, Serena, earlier this week, Victoria was talking about her X factor. Help us out. What's Serena's X factor? What makes you so special as a champion on court?
Well, I don't know. I can't talk about that myself. I think that's a better question for someone else to answer. I don't know what makes me special. I consider myself just like everyone else, and I just play tennis, and I just do the best that I can. So.
And if I could, what was it like to meet President Clinton?
Well, I've met him several times, so it felt really good. Kind of we reminisced about when I was a teenager and how he first saw me then, coming to the White House, and then several times at the U.S. Open. So it was interesting because we actually have a history, and that's kind of unique to have a history with a former president of the United States of America.
After losing the second set, what was your game plan or mentality going into the third?
Well, I thought, you know, I have to stay positive. It was very easy to get down, and I didn't want to get down on myself. Although I wanted to be a little strict with myself so I could play better. So I wanted to do different things and try to have a better performance.
Ben?
Two different questions. I know everyone talks about Chrissy and Martina's numbers and Steffi and whatnot, but you also just tied Federer as sort of the top in your era for most slams. Wondering if that means anything to you. And then second one, not really that. Did you ever think about changing your dress in the win? It seems you caused some problems.
It's an honor to be even with Roger. I mean, he's been such a great champion throughout the years, and he's just an unbelievable competitor, and he's still playing still, and you know, he can probably still win more. So it feels really good to to be, in that same league as him. He's just been so incredibly consistent. So we've had really different careers. And then to be compared with Chrissy and Martina, not yet, because I'm still not quite there yet. So I can't necessarily compare myself to them because, numbers-wise, they're still greater. No, I didn't think about changing, not at all.
Howard?
How much were you bothered by the wing out there? And also, what do you think maybe was the key in the third set?
The win was unbelievable today, and it just got worse and worse, and it just never let up. But at this point, you have to be able to play under any circumstances. It wasn't very easy. I think I made a lot of errors because of that, but maybe I definitely could have moved my feet better or gotten the position better, which I didn't do at all. So next time I'll have to remember that, I just have to move more in order to adjust better.
Matt?
Serena, what was particularly unique about this Grand Slam journey?
Well, I don't know. I just felt so good playing the doubles, and I felt like it really was able to help me a lot in my singles matches. I was so focused these 2.5, 3 weeks, really. I've just been so focused and so, just really kind of crazy where I'm not losing. I'm never leaving my room. I'm just really just trying to just stay in the zone and stay in the spirit. What's unique is just the fact of finally reaching number 5 at the Open, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. Cos?
Getting back to your strategy, your game plan for that third set, it appeared that you were deliberately taking some pace off the ball, making her generate the pace, substantially cutting down your unforced errors. Was that part of it, or was I just seeing something that wasn't quite there?
Definitely something you saw. I definitely didn't try to hit softer, but maybe I did. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I tried to make less errors. I thought this is outrageous that I'm still out here because I had a great opportunity to win already. So I thought, you know what, I just have to relax, calm down, and play smarter tennis. Up until that point, the whole match, I wasn't playing smart, and I just needed to play better.
I asked her that question, if she sensed that you were taking some pace off, cutting down your unforced errors. She said she didn't see that.
Yeah. So maybe I didn't.
I saw it. I saw it.
Well, you was out there, so you saw what you saw. I know that's right.
Don't you think I was out there with you, too?
Yes, I do.
Behind you, Cos. Yeah, go ahead.
Serena, they were playing Party Like It's 1999 on the sound system SB1. Just curious if you could describe the difference between winning tonight and winning in 1999 as a 17-year-old. What you've learned through that process.
Gosh. It was amazing winning. Like at 17, it was just a great feeling. For whatever reason, I never thought I was going to lose that year. I just knew I was going to win it. The difference is it hasn't settled in yet. I still feel, I think because I was up so much in the second and I didn't quite take my opportunities. I'm thinking still about what I could have done better and why I didn't do that. And so when I was 17, I remember I took my opportunity right then and there, and I made some shots, and I wasn't making as many errors, and it was great. But being older, it's always awesome and such a great honor because I don't know if I'll ever win another Grand Slam. Obviously, I hope so. I say that every time I win one, but I'm really excited about this.
Which is basically the same question I was going to ask. You mentioned going to see Clinton, and that would have been toward the end of his presidency, around the time that you won this for the first time. And just to say, your appreciation for winning Grand Slams, is it greater now than it was back at that time of your life?
It's different now because when I won earlier, it was just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and now it's like 16, 17, and it has more meaning into history as opposed to just winning a few. So it definitely has a different meaning.
Here in the front.
Going back to 1999, hypothetical question. If a 17-year-old Serena Williams played a 31-year-old Serena Williams, who would win it and why?
I don't know. I've been looking at film when I was 17. I remember I played Steffi Graf in Indian Wells, and gosh, I was good. I was really good. I had no idea. I mean, I came to the net, and I'm like, me? I was at that, and I hit volleys, and I was like, I hit volleys? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'll be, both of us are fighters. We both never give up, so it would be interesting to see.
In the back to the right.
Serena, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And a few moments ago, Victoria said, when two great champions meet, the one who's more brave will prevail. So if you could just talk about that desire that you have, the intensity when you have an opponent like Victoria, what it takes to get over the top.
I don't necessarily think I was more brave than Victoria was tonight. I felt like she went for broke a lot. You know, she changed her game and she kept going and doing the right things. But I think, you know, I just pulled myself together and just started playing tennis that I know I can play.
Willie?
When you're presented with the types of checks that you were tonight, what sense do you have of how much money you've earned in your career and what meaning does it have for you?
Yeah, I never have in my life have picked up a check. I don't play tennis for the money. I honestly love to play. I love Grand Slams. When I grew up playing tennis in Compton, I never thought about any of this. I didn't think about the press. I didn't even know all this came with everything. I think my dad got me into tennis because of the money, but me being naive and silly, I never thought about it. I just thought, I want to win. I want to do what Venus does. I want to win, and I want to do more, and I want to do more. And to this day, I've never, ever picked up a check in my life. Sometimes I remember back in the day when they used to, before wiring, they used to mail it because I just would forget it. So, so yeah, I didn't pick it up tonight. And, you know, I'm just really more happy about the opportunity that I had because of my sister, because of Billie Jean King, because of so many pioneers to have an opportunity to win some money like this. But for me, I play for the love of tennis.
Do you have a sense of what your career earnings are?
Well, someone told me today I passed 50, but half of that goes to my uncle, Sam. So. I love him. I'm always giving him half my money.
Bill? Hey, Serena, I think it was during the tie break when you were changing sides, you really slowed down, took small steps. You were almost meditative in a way. What was going through your mind? What were you reflecting on?
I tried to get myself to calm down, and I said, Serena, you've just played a good point. You can do this. You just have to play better. That didn't work.
Matt?
Serena, you're a pretty emotional person. Can you just talk about the range of emotions you go through on court, from celebrating, yelling, to what you're talking about when you seem super calm, or it seems like you're trying to be real quiet?
Yeah, I just think sometimes when I say come on too much, I get out of breath, actually. So I'm like, I really try to pace myself in terms of that. I'm like, you know, so I try to keep, you know, everything to a minimum, but not always try to have to be me too, because I do say come on a lot since I can remember, and I'm really pumped up on the court a lot, and also I realize that if I'm not doing that, I don't tend to do as well either, so I just have to find a happy medium.
Okay.
Serena, congratulations. Do you think there'll ever come a time when the USTA will permit a coach to come down and calm you down for a moment in the game? Do you think there'll ever come a time when a coach can come down maybe one time during the course of the match?
Well, they have that in regular tournaments, just not in Grand Slams. As for me, I don't want anyone out there on the court with me. It's my moment, and I have to figure. I grew up when tennis was just about you, and I'm going to leave the sport with it just being about me.
Good.
Any specific goals do you have for yourself for this year?
Well, I still have some goals left, and I don't really talk about my goals, but I'm glad to win the U.S. Open this year.
Andrew?
How long do you savor a slam victory before you kind of shift your thinking to the next match? Do you get to, you know, enjoy it for a while, or is it like, you know?
I don't know. I'm already thinking about what I could have done better. I think I'm a little crazy in that part. Like something must be not right because I don't even relish the moment enough. I just automatically think of what's next.
A few more questions in the middle.
When the nerves come, is there any element that maybe as a 31-year-old player you realize how special the opportunity is, and maybe you're more nervous than you would have been 10 years ago?
Yeah, maybe. You know, you just when you're always trying to write history or join history, in my case, maybe you just get a little more nervous than you should. And also think it's kind of cool because it means that it means a lot to you. It means a lot to me, this trophy and every single trophy that I have. So it makes me feel like I'm still fighting just to be a part of this fabulous sport.
Clinton said tonight that your greatest quality was that you never give up. Do you think that's true? Could you talk about that?
Yeah, I don't. I just keep trying and I keep fighting and I have that spirit just to keep going. So if you pick it up and press the side button, this is that. You gotta pick it up. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You got a question? Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The journey from the 17 years old Serena winning the 17th single Grand Slam, this long journey. How do you think when you looking back, how much you sacrificed 14 years ago winning a Grand Slam because you are an insider? You experienced everything on the court. And how much you have to sacrifice at this moment?
I don't see it as a sacrifice for me. I see it as an opportunity to be here and to do the best that you can. And I mean, maybe I didn't hang out with people or go out as a kid, or maybe I didn't experience that, but I wouldn't trade it in for anything. And I feel it's more of a opportunity that I've had. You know, I was given an opportunity where I could play tennis and I could be good at it. So maybe for me it wasn't a sacrifice.
Matt?
Serena, can you just say a couple words about each members of your team who are here? I can tell you all your sisters are here, right? Jill's here, Sasha's here, Patrick's here, your physio's here, and it looks like they're all packed in their gym. Just maybe a word or two about each of them.
I can't about each of them, but in general, they all really love me. You know, they all want to see me do great. And that's everybody, my mom, my sisters, coaches, everyone. And they really they get just as nervous, I think, as I do, and they believe in me even more than I do, and that's a great feeling.
Ben?
Serena, you've now won U.S. Open, Wimbledon, and Australia each 5 times each. How do you sort of compare your road to those 2 tournaments? Are you surprised that this one's sort of on the level with those?
Am I surprised to?
I'm surprised too, because this one was sort of lagging behind.
Yeah.
This level now.
Yeah, you know, I've been in the finals the last 3 years here, and that's been really kind of cool. And, you know, I never thought I would win Australia 5 times, so that's been really cool. Wimbledon, a little different, but, you know, this one I never seemed to have won a lot before, and now I'm like, yes, I can finally, you know, say that I've won this one a few times too. So overall, it feels really good to have those multiple titles and, you know, each of those 3 actually in those. Yeah.
Something clicked for you here that let you had more success here than you did earlier?
I think I just got better with the conditions here. Obviously the weather changed, but I just had to readjust and get used to it. It's not easy. This is one of the toughest ones because it's so windy down there.
In the blue?
Hi, congratulations, first of all. Wondering if you were following the men's side, if you have any predictions for tomorrow?
Yeah, I've been following really closely. I definitely want to watch tomorrow. It's tough to say, you know. It's tough to say anything against Nadal because he's been doing so well and he's lost like never this year. And then Djokovic is his fourth time in the final, and he wants to, and he has a good record against Rafael, so it's going to be an interesting match.
Okay, two more in the front.
Hi, Serena. Congratulations on your win this evening and a great couple of weeks that you've had here at the U.S. Open. Just wondering, I think, sort of from a different perspective, as a woman, I think sometimes we're kind of conditioned to sort of hide our age or maybe lie about our age, but you've been so successful for so long. Do you feel weird, or do you have any feelings towards when people sort of reference you as one of the older players or one of the veterans, and what do you see for yourself in the next couple of years as well, still playing phenomenal tennis as you described yourself?
I feel great. I'm really happy that I'm able to, first of all, get to this age. A lot of people don't even make it this far in our world and our society, so it's an honor. God willing, I'll be 32 soon, and I embrace it. I think it's awesome. I think it's, just a whole new level of sport that, technology and things are different, that you can continue to play for so many years and be successful in so many years. And, I've won this tournament over three decades, in the 90s, the 2000s, and this one. So, you can only do that when you're younger and older, so I'm happy that I've had this opportunity.
Okay, two more.
Serena, I know you said you couldn't talk about all the family members and what they tell you, but your sister Venus, how much of a contribution does she continue to make? Does she talk to you about before you go out to play? How do you share things about careers? She's been there.
Yeah. She's been really great. She's so positive in the box. I mean, out of every voice, I just single hers out, and often she's the only voice I hear. I don't know why, but I can just hear her, being so positive, and so that's really, really good for me, because I tend to be hard on myself, and I can get negative at times, and so, just to hear her always out there, and always supporting no matter what, it's such a great feeling. My career wouldn't be what it is without her, because every time when she was growing up and playing, every time she lost, I lost, so I felt like I was able to mature so much faster because I saw her going through those wins and going through those losses, and so I didn't have to have those same losses, and I was able to develop just faster, and it was just a great opportunity for me.
Okay, last one.
Serena, you have played a lot of tournaments this year, especially in the past few months, but the season hasn't been finished yet. Do you think you will be physically okay to play through the Asian season coming up?
Yeah, I actually look forward to it. Venus and I plan on playing. Verena's coming back. We're playing doubles. We're really excited to play doubles there, and we want to get some more practice. We haven't practiced enough this year, so that's all we've been talking about, and so it'll be fun.